All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to power through. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
Here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Okay, you got 4. You got 4. Let's go, fellas. You got 4 down. Let's go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Wait, 20. Wait, 80. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 1, Omaha. Switch. Go ahead.
McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Room to run inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check that. We're like 52 right here. Hey, go. Stay hot.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. With McKinnon, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait, 20! Wait, 80! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Wait.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
New York set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! 56, Mike 56!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down, 4 down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He finds McKinnon, complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Avery Williamson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gone! Now let's go. Green, 30.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they? No
question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hot!
Darnold from the gun. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're back into the game. But you got to, well, you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Right there, 56.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
56 to Mike.
Over.
Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch you now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We got 4.
Set. Blue 90.
To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
4 down, check.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Christ.
The pitch to Crowell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Stand up there.
Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They come out here in the I.
4 down, check, check. Out, out,
On third down, it's Cannon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
21, 21. 21, 21.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's a give to Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 82 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
4 down, 4. Go ahead. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
21.
All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Flush to his right. He'll let this thing go for Sam. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
One, Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
21.
On first down, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We call that a sack block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's complete right side to Benjamin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3:19.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Got 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Check.
Hot.
Spike 56. Let's go, D.
Darnold now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Gun.
Tight end left.
All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Right there, 56.
Hot.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of